Thank you for joining us today on Radio Free New Hampshire for our series on the model 1911-45. Today we'll be field stripping the firearm and reassembling it. Before handling any firearm, always be sure to clear it and ensure it is not loaded. Drop the magazine and inspect the chamber to ensure it is empty. Visually inspect the chamber and magazine well, being careful not to release the slide. Physically inspect the chamber. I like to set the thumb safety prior to removing this recoil spring because it keeps the slide in place during the removal. Press the spring slightly and turn the barrel bushing clockwise about 90 degrees. Our next step will be to remove the slide stop, which serves as a takedown pin. Release the thumb safety and retract the slide until the slide stop lines up with a smaller notch on the slide. Push the pin from the right side of the firearm and pull the slide stop out from the left. Next, we will remove the slide from the frame. Simply slide it to the rear of the slide. Never dry fire your 1911 with the slide removed, as it could easily damage the hammer. With the slide removed, the guide rod comes out easily. Once this is completed, we will remove the barrel bushing by turning it about 45 degrees counterclockwise and then slide out the barrel. For a more detailed version of takedown and assembly, including parts lists, check out the link in the top left of your screen. We begin reassembly by sliding the barrel into the slide and then replacing the barrel bushing on the end. The barrel bushing has a tab which needs to line up with the opening in the slide to allow it to seat. With the barrel in place, set the guide rod into the slide on top of the barrel with the crescent side down. With the slide upside down to keep the barrel in place, line up the tongue and groove in the slide and frame and slide them together. You may need to jiggle them slightly in order to get them to line up. Line up the barrel length, the dangling piece of metal attached to the bottom of the barrel, with the round hole in the frame or receiver. The long pin on the slide stop will pass through the hole into the barrel length. Once inserted, adjust the slide so that the smaller notch lines up with the square hole in the frame so that the slide stop can pass into the hole. Next, replace the recoil spring and plug. Move the slide all the way forward and set the thumb safety. Turn the barrel bushing about 90 degrees clockwise and insert the spring and plug. If you encounter resistance, you may have inserted the wrong end of the spring and it may not fit over the guide rod inside. Lock the plug in place by returning the bushing to its original position. The final step in reassembly is to perform a functions check. It is okay to dry fire your 1911 when fully assembled. Ensure that the slide cycles and the trigger pull releases the hammer. Please like and subscribe, and we do offer a more detailed version of this takedown video. Thank you again for joining us today at Radio Free New Hampshire for a quick video on the takedown and reassembly of the Model 1911 pistol.